Well, hello and welcome to the Prospector Paul channel. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, this week we're going to do something pretty fun. I'm going to take a Oregon sunstone that I found, obviously in Oregon, and we're going to take that stone and we're going to facet it into a gemstone. Now, the video started off, originally I was going to polish a bunch of rocks, and I was actually polishing the sunstone, and I was going to make it into a cabochon for jewelry. And I had a revelation, so we'll get to that part when we get into the video there. I do a little explaining about that, but anyways, just a little bit about me. I have quit my corporate job, I have sold my house, and I'm living a life of adventure and freedom, and I'm pretty lucky doing it. And you know, none of it would mean anything if it wasn't for you folks tuning in. You guys leave me some great comments, and I always appreciate that. Alright, enough jab. I'm going to get going with the video. Stay tuned. So I decided that sunstone with the copper in it, well, I didn't want to make that into a cabochon. I wasn't going to be able to reflect back the copper that's inside. The only way to do that is to facet it. So I started faceting this thing, and here's what I've come up with so far. You can see the copper just blazing in that bugger. So I got a pretty good polish on it, but we're gonna have to cut in some more steps into the angle. So I'm gonna go steeper and then try and get rid of this flat spot, tie into that. Then I can make a girdle on it, and then start cutting the crown, and then eventually one day the last piece will come in so I can cut the table on the very top of the stone, and that'll be the little window to see all the facets and the beautiful copper in there. So I'm going to get this back on the grinder. I think I'm going to polish it just a little bit more, and I don't know, that bugger's pretty darn good. Anyways, we'll get the other angles cut back in it, and that should be a pretty amazing stone when it's done. Okay, so I've cut into the point more, and we're down to about the critical angle of about 45 degrees. Now I'm going to cut in the facets on that angle there, and then we'll buff that out. Okay, so here's where we're at. I've got 24 facets cut in this. Yeah, you can see some of that. It's 8-sided stone, and then I've cut 3 facets in from the top to the bottom. So now what I need to do, I got to cut a girdle. So I got to make everything, got to be able to cut this in at 90 degrees, right? The problem is there's no room to work the saw up against the motor there, and this opening isn't big enough. So I'm going to cut this opening out, and that'll give me some room to work my stone. Then I can get the girdle cut in. Then I can cut the top, or transfer it over to another dop stick, flip it around, cut the top crown angles in, and then the table. So hopefully I can get that done kind of quick. It only took me a couple hours to get those 24 facets cut in and polished, so it's going pretty good. It's a soft stone. I'm cutting it with a 2500 grit wheel, so it's really soft. That's all I use to cut it with, and then a couple of polish pads to polish it up. I think I'm using 6000 and 12,000 grit paste, and it's taking a heck of a shine. So alright, I'm going to get this cut out and then go from there. That worked out pretty good. Took a little chunker out of there, this piece here. Use one of these multi-tools. Just cut that PVC out. And I think what I'll do is I'll just put a sponge in here on a little paper clip deal or something if the water gets too bad. But for now, that's going to do what I need it to do. Alright, back to work. Alright, so we got the stone all polished up. And today we're going to work on the top. So to do that, we got to put a dop stick on the bottom. I got the wax heating up now. I'm going to put the stone right on the edge to let that heat up. Basically, we're just going to get that liquidy and put this stick in there and center that stone right on that stick like that. Alright, wish me luck. All right, so we got some good news. My little box came in with the 45 dop stick holder. So what I gotta do is put this stone in here and then put this so that my manipulator is at 45 degrees. I'm sorry, so it's like this. And then that'll allow me to cut that face in, or the crown in on the the table in on the stone. So we're just about there. let's see what happens. Okay, so we got it set up at 45 degrees. Got the manipulator on there. The button, the little level button there, will come in as the stone goes down, so this should work. We're gonna find out. Pretty cool. All right, let's get it off the stop stick, see what it looks like. Well, I got that Oregon gemstone or sunstone all polished up and faceted, and is that thing ever gorgeous. I don't know what the GoPro is focusing on, so I'm just going to keep taking some footage until hopefully I get it just right. But you can see the copper just jumping out of that sucker. What an absolutely beautiful stone. I'm pretty impressed for my first time, I'll be honest. Did not think I could do this. Definitely pretty cool. Probably one of the most awesome things I've ever done. It is absolutely right up there with my first gold nugget. And man, it for sure is cool. I really do like it. That copper is just jumping out of there. I'm sure the pictures aren't doing it any justice. Okay, I set the scale to carats. Let's see what this bad boy weighs. Just a little over 2.5 carats. Awesome. That's pretty cool. I'll have to figure out what faceted sunstones go for. If I remember right, it's like right around 50 bucks a carat. So, yeah, $125 stone. Still, pretty darn cool. Alright, folks. Alright, well that's going to wrap it up for this week, folks. I really appreciate you tuning in. Please do me a favor. Give me that thumbs up at the bottom of the video, right? Like the video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And until next week, Prospector Paul,